All right, so move to Bretonnia in turn 3. So I move my, I charge with my questing knights into the flank of the Corsairs, and again that was the plan all along. I move my Grail Knights up to support. My plan with them is to charge that Cauldron of Blood. I move my men-at-arms up because I want the Blackguard to have to charge them. I don't want them to be able to charge anything else. And I move my knights here at the bottom up. I was really hoping to be able to move past and get to his bolt thrower and stuff on the hill. So closer look there. That's in the middle of me countercharge with my questing knights. Same thing, just from a different angle. And there's the beautiful flank charge with the Knights Errant. And another angle. If I take enough pictures, might as well show them, right? So, actually only did a couple wounds on the Hydra, maybe even only one. I was very disappointed with my ability to wound them, but broke them in combat, ran them off the board. So these guys are nice and safe off the board. I did not want to countercharge by that warrior unit at the top. So very happy with how that turned out. Not so happy here. I think if you look at it, I don't think I killed anybody, which is just horribly demoralizing when you set up a countercharge with your knights with a character. Yeah, so the Grower Leak, all the battle programs are dead. The thing's down to 1 wound, and he reformed against my questing knights. Really not sure what the odds are on that, but I hoped for better. So on Dark Elf turn 4, his Blackguard finally charged in my men-at-arms. I just really hope they can just sit there forever. But those Blackguard are pretty vicious, especially with the buff. I think they've got 1 extra attack, so they're going to be doing a lot of killing. At the top, well, there's a closer look there. So at the top, his warriors declare a flank charge in my Grower Leak, which actually is just fine because that Grower Leak is going to die. It only has 1 wound. And so at that point, I don't think he gets any bonuses from the warriors. He doesn't get the charge, doesn't get the flank, the ranks, banner, nothing. So I have a better chance of my unit sticking around. Now my Battle Standard Bearer is stubborn anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But it does give me a better chance to win the combat. So after combat here, he's killed a dozen peasants, but I'm still stubborn, and I'm stubborn 8, and I make it. Over here, the Grower Leak did die. They killed a couple questing knights, but we're all sticking around. And we go to Brett turn 4. So the problem I'm having at the bottom of the board is I wanted to get to his bolt throwers, but that unit of warriors that had fled is standing on the other side of that river, and I don't want to charge them, and I can't really get past him. So I'm just standing there attracting all of his bolt thrower shots, or at least a lot of it so far. So anyway, that's there. You can see my Knights of the Realm rallied last turn, so I moved him up a little bit, and I moved my General Paladin out of it. He's that on the blue horse there in the middle, and I moved him up. He's got the Worm Lance, and so what I was hoping to do is just see if next round of combat, if I need his help in one of those combats up there. Plus, he gets just gives leadership all the way around too for those peasants. Grail Knights going into that Cauldron of Blood. I know the thing's tough to kill, but that's just a lot of attacks. I've got 10 strength 6 attacks, plus the horses. If I don't get him this round, I should certainly get him next round. It's only 4 wounds. And even if I don't get that many attacks, because of the whole war party against a war machine thing, it doesn't matter. I feel confident I should get that thing. And my Knights Errant come back on the board. So at the end of combat, the men-at-arms got absolutely trounced, and now I'm asking myself, why did I move that Knight of the Realm unit up? Because I'm clueless. Grail Knights totally whiff. I did 2 wounds, or is it 1 wound? I don't know how many wounds each of those attendants has, but they totally fluffed their attacks. Very, very disappointing, and he kills a Grail Knight. Very frustrating. And of course, we were still locked in combat otherwise. So Dark Elf turn 5, Blackguard charges my Knights of the Realm. I just flee. Both of us roll next to nothing. His warriors at the top turn to face my Knights Errant, which is all they can do. Yeah, there's a closer look. Closer look. We're not in combat. All they could do is reform. Shot a single bolt at my general and killed him. I was feeling a little bit dumb for having had him out there. And one thing that didn't really come up is I don't know if I could have had a lookout sir from the Grail Knights. If I could, I didn't think of it. It just occurred to me. But I don't know if a unit in combat can grant a lookout sir rule. If so, I should have taken advantage of it. Still duking it out with these guys. You can see I'm losing more knights. He's losing more corsairs. But actually, I'm starting to win the combats now because I have that extra banner, and he's having a hard time getting past my armor. So at the end of combat, I lost another Grail Knight, and he's lost nothing else. And I'm getting a little bit frustrated with the Grail Knight's performance there in the middle of the board. So Brett turn 5, the Knights of the Realm rally. These guys, this is what it looks like. I don't want to move forward and engage that unit. There's nothing really to do with them, so they're just hanging out, getting shot at a little bit. We're still locked in all these combats, and at the top, my Knights Errant are actually in with the Warriors now, and pretty easily beat the Warriors. It's hard for him to get. He didn't get any wounds on me. He couldn't get past my armor. Did plenty of wounds on him. Got plenty of combat res. So that's nice. And now I'm lined up for a charge against the Cauldron of Blood should I need it. So that's kind of nice. And then the Questing Knights are still locked in with the Corsairs. So Dark Elf turn 6. His Blackguard at the right charges my Knights of the Realm, and I have to flee, or whatever. I flee, and then he redirects into the Bowmen. And all in all, he's going to destroy those Bowmen. All in all, I'm very happy with that. I lost my big unit of Men-at-Arms, and I lost my unit of Bowmen. But if that's all the harm that a Dreadlord and a big unit of Blackguard does to me, then I think I've been fortunate. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot. At the very top of the board, maybe I'll have a picture of it later. This is the carnage at the bottom of the board, or the carnage it's about to be. There we go. At the top of the screen is this level 4 sorceress, just trying to get out of harm's way. But what occurred to me was, well, I'll tell you what. I'll show you later. So Dark Elf turn 6. Nothing happening here. He's hanging back. I don't know why he's not bringing his warriors towards that small unit of knights. In this combat, if you notice the Cauldron of Blood, no more wounds on it, and the Grail Knights are down to one guy. Absolutely crazy. But I was finally able to beat the Corsairs and ran them down, and had to stop 1 inch away from my Knights Errant. And so this is when it occurs to me, hey, this is nice. I can declare a charge with my Knights Errant into the Cauldron of Blood, which not only might I kill it, but it protects my Grail Knight, because I can announce the war party, or whatever you call it, all from the Knights Errant unit, and so he can't attack my Grail Knight, and so it saves me all those points. Meanwhile, my Battle Standard Bearer and those Questing Knights can see his Sorceress on the hill, because she's higher, and so they can declare a charge against her. So I was pretty excited to see that. This is the Blackguard at the bottom of the screen. They killed my Bowman. And we go to Brett turn 6. Do nothing with my unit at the bottom left, so I get full points for that unit, even though they've been absorbing shooting the whole game. There in the middle, the Knights Errant are in with the Cauldron of Blood. My Knights of the Realm rally. There we go. So they're protecting the Grail Knight by making it so the Cauldron cannot attack him. And this is us charging her. She couldn't flee because she would be off the board, and so she just had to stand and take it. There's another angle. And so at the end, there were no wounds done on the Cauldron of Blood despite that. Despite being charged by a unit of Grail Knights and then a unit of Knights Errant with the Errantry Banner, I did a grand total of 1 wound on that Cauldron. The Sorceress died, of course, and everything else is as it was. So really fun game, really interesting, twists and turns, some really bad luck here and there for both of us. Ended up being a draw, just almost exactly a draw. So sometimes that's the way you like to see a good game end up. So that was the battle for pass. Hope you enjoyed it.